Hello, Twin Tower students. Today we're going to be making a quick game. So this game is going to be Flappy Copyright, and we are going to be making it's Flappy Bird, but I don't get sued for copyright, so we're not going to say Flappy Bird. I'm just kidding. I'm a teacher. I'm not going to get sued. But anyway, the first thing we need a sprite. This is going to be our character. This is who we're going to make move, control, things like that. And then we need walls. So I'm going to name this sprite, and I'm going to name this walls. These walls are going to be what comes at our character, and they're going to be two rectangles. So let's make a rectangle up here, and maybe I'll zoom out a little bit, and maybe I'll make another rectangle down here. So we have two rectangles for our walls. These are going to be obstacles that move from this side of the screen over and try to hit our character. Let me center it a little bit better. Yeah, that's good enough. Okay. And let's add in some controls. So this wall should, when we click the green flag, it's actually going to start hidden, so it's going to hide itself. And then it's going to have a loop, and it's going to be spawning in clones of itself on this side of the screen that move this way. So in the loop, we'll say we'll wait 5 seconds. So every 5 seconds, it's going to make a clone of itself. So every 5 seconds, it's going to make a clone of itself. And when it starts as clone, so we have this block that says when it starts as clone, which will control what the clones do. So when it starts as clone, we'll be able to see the clone. It's going to show itself. It's going to go to the right side of the screen. So we'll tell it to go to, let's see, maybe Y should be 0 and X can be, no, let's see, the right side of the screen. So maybe X should be 250 and Y should be 0. So it'll go to X is 250 and Y should be 0. That'll make it spawn on the right side of the screen. And then, once it spawns on the right side of the screen, it should glide to the left side of the screen. So let's make it glide to X is negative 250 and Y is 0. Let's see how it goes. So we start, it's our character, he doesn't work yet. And every 5 seconds, we should get a wall that spawns here, shows up, and moves over to the other side of the screen. Okay. And once it finishes getting over there, we can delete it. So we can delete this clone. Once it reaches the end of the screen, we'll delete the clone. Alrighty, so that looks like the wall is pretty much set up. Maybe it should go a little slower. It's pretty fast right now, so I'll say glide for 6 seconds to the other side of the screen. And now let's put in some code to control our character. So for our character, let's have some controls for him. So maybe when we press space, he moves up a little bit. So maybe press space, we can change his Y by 10. Okay, that works. Maybe when we hit left arrow, it moves his X a little bit. So we can do left and right. And these are things we've done before. So now this will move him left or right. Change X by negative 10. Change X by 10. So we can now move him up by hitting space. We can move him left or right. And if anyone's ever played Flappy Bird before, he should, by default, automatically be moving down all the time. So I'm going to make it so that when we click the green flag, he's going to start in the middle of the screen. He's going to go to 0, 0 at the center of the screen. I'm going to make it so that when we start, he's actually shown. Actually, I won't do that for now. So when he starts, he'll go to the middle of the screen, and then there'll be a forever loop, and he'll forever be moving down a little bit. This will be like our gravity effect. Later in the week, we can maybe update our code so it's a little more fluid. If you know how to do that, maybe you can do it today. Forever. Let's change X by negative 2. Let's see how that goes. Okay, this is change X. I had to change Y. He was sliding backwards. Change Y by negative 2. And now he'll always be moving down. And I can hit space to make him move up. Maybe I want it to move up a little bit faster, so maybe I'll set this to 20. I can move him left or right with the left and right arrows. And my walls are coming at me. The walls are always in the same spot, though. Maybe we'll do 2 more things. First of all, I need an event that says when, that forever checks if we touch a wall or if we touch the floor. So if it's forever checking if we touch the edge or if we touch the wall, then maybe I want my sprite to die. And I'll make this as a my block because it'll make it easier to add to the die code later, to add new things that make him die. But for now, we'll just make it so that if he touches the edge or if he touches the walls, he'll die. And for now, die will just be defined as him getting hidden. He'll die. He'll get hidden. Let's see how our game plays. So get through here. Sure, looks good. I'm going to touch the floor and it'll kill me. Okay, perfect. And I'm going to try one more thing. Okay, when I hit the green flag, my scratch cat did not come back. I need to make sure that when I hit the green flag, I start a new game and my cat is shown. It's alive. It's back. You can use any sprite you want. You can use any kind of wall decorations you want. You can use any background you want. Those are things that are up to you once you get the main game working. Let's see though. Okay, so it looks good. And when I touch this pipe, I should die. Okay, perfect. So it looks like everything's working. I'm going to add one more thing to the walls. I'm going to make it so that there's a few different wall patterns that can spawn. I'm going to make it so that there's a hole on the bottom pattern and a hole on the top pattern. And I will add some code that makes it so that when it starts as a code, it switches costume to a random costume. 1 to 3. We have costumes 1, 2, 3. This is going to pick a random number between 1 and 3, and it's going to switch costume to that random number. So now I should have a working flag for a game. If anyone has any questions, they can let me know. There will also be a little bit of the worksheet. It should not be too hard. All right, perfect. You can use any sprite you want, any background, any pipes, and decorate it however you want. You could also update the movement, and later in the week, we'll be adding in some score features and maybe some UI elements. I'll see you all later.